Okay guys, I'm back. I'm going to continue my little description of what we do on this model, all its features. Bear in mind these are snapshots. They don't necessarily speak towards the order I go in. There are a few other features that we're busy building at the same time, which are also key features. So for now this is what I look at, but I do look at other things outside of this. Carrying on. Okay, so let's just take a look at, I'll look at the historical volatility. I think this is usually, because I trade options as well, volatility is the key ingredient in pricing options. So what I do here is, let's just take a look. I'm able to, once again, I can look at all the series of data that we download from our database, and I can just, let's just look at the US actually, because that's it. And I'm looking at it from 1 year, and we'll just look at it up until the end of April. I click refresh here. Just by the way, it talks about the window size, and it's basically a moving average of the volatility. I use it to smooth things out slightly. Excuse me. I click on refresh. Okay, now just so you can see what's going on, down at the bottom here is the chart. This is the 1 year chart of, and you can see as we bounce in, volatility is decreasing, volatility is coming down. Just so you know, the current volatility is 33%, the long run volatility is 35% over this year, which seems rather, I can explain. It seems rather low, but I'm looking at it up to the end date here is 29 April 2008. Sorry, my mistake. We should be looking up to 30. Let's run it again. Now we're talking. Now we're talking with gas. We're cooking with gas. Okay, what am I saying here? Once again, you can see we've been this chart at the bottom. You can see here the price chart. We've bounced since March. We've been bouncing. As we've been bouncing, volatility has also been decreasing somewhat. Now, over this last year, you can see here that the current volatility is 88%, and long run forecast is 177%. And basically, this is a gotcha. It's an econometric model, and it uses it takes historic data, uses some predictive capabilities. I just click on this, and I click here, and it does a little bit of an analysis, and it tells you the term structure going out in days of volatility. It's not all that important for our discussion now, but just so you know, it's there. Also, just to tell you that I think, based on where things have gone in the last little while, the last 6 months, I think volatility is relatively cheap, and hence we are looking to play. I actually bought some options last night, and that means I think options are quite cheap. I'm just going to change the window. You can see here. The previous one was a much more smoothed out. It was a 10-day volatility. Here, same volatility numbers, but you can see that on a chart how our volatility has dropped off, and we're starting to really get down and dirty. And I'm a buyer. It's probably come down a little bit further, but I'm starting to buy here. That is volatility.